Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Uche again with another video. I hope you guys can hear me because I've been walking around looking for the perfect location so I can, get out what's on my mind. Because I have a very important lesson to remind people today. Okay, challenges of a content creator, especially when you are traveling. You have to deal with the internet. You have to deal with, noise. You have to deal with all kinds of shit, Chad. Who, Chad? But I'm here to speak my truth, to speak my shit. Today I want to talk about why you must travel and how you must travel. Okay, and I know this whole travel thing has been so bastardized. Everything in this world is bastardized, Chad. Like, shout out to all the people who speak the language of if you know, you know. And I'm gonna do a breakdown later on in another video to, break down what if you know means. Okay, so shout out to all the people who speak the language of if you know, you know. You realize that a whole lot of things in this world is just so perverse, bastardized, upside down, Chad. But I'm here, hopefully, through God who strengthens me to reverse a whole lot of these things. Okay, so travel has been bastardized so many times. A lot of people cannot travel for all kinds of reasons. A lot of people miss the point of what traveling is or what travel is supposed to do, but I'm here to hopefully educate. Unless you're new here, you probably understand my philosophy on life being a dream. This is a journey. We are travelers. We are here to learn something about ourselves or heal ourselves, whatever that situation is. Maybe our karma, to nullify our karma, or to get to know ourselves. Our consciousness has projected us into this reality or this pseudo reality, okay? This phenomenological reality. Your soul has traveled infinitely to come as a human being on a journey. The point of this journey, okay, is not for you to sit in an office in a cubicle, clocking in and out every single day, waiting for retirement at 65, then die. No, Chad. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with, 9 to 5. Shout out to all the 9 to 5 people out there. Shout out to y'all. That's me being serious. And nothing wrong with hustling. Nothing wrong with that. Live your life, do your thing. But you must travel because you have journeyed this far to be human, to learn things about yourself that your soul needs in order for your soul to continue on the voyage, to continue on its journey, its infinite destination beyond life and death. A lot of young people may not realize this. This is why a lot of y'all need to start talking to old people, especially go to, the old people who are about to pass away. No shade to them, but, we all gonna die eventually, Chad. Where you go to I forgot what those places are called. Is it convalescent homes or retirement homes? The people who are about to die, talk to them and listen to them. If you live your life doing nothing, not moving at all, like literally go to work, clock in, clock out, being a housewife, being a house husband, and that's it, who, Chad? What was the point of this journey? What was the point of this journey at all? There's nothing wrong with all those things. There's nothing wrong with being a housewife, house husband, all of that. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. But if that's all you do, literally all you do, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, go to work that you don't like, with people you can't even stand, boss you don't like, waiting paycheck to paycheck, it will blow your mind how many Americans live paycheck to paycheck. It is scary. When I tell you it's scary, because what's about to come down the pipeline, if you know, something is coming, Chad. Ooh, girl. And most people live paycheck to paycheck. That is sad. That is scary. But that's another conversation. If that's all you do and you go through this life just doing that, and you die and exit this world, this was a fucking waste. You need to move. You need to travel. You need to move out of your comfort zone to learn what your soul has brought you here to learn. And I'm going to explain to you how you must travel. The first step in traveling, number one step, you might want to pay attention, Chad. The number one step, if you miss the step, you don't even bother. Number one step, it is very important that you remember the very first step in this travel is to stop comparing yourself with somebody else. Numero uno, I swear, okay? I don't want to swear to God. I've been told to stop. I've been called to stop doing that. But I'm almost tempted to swear to God. If you miss the step, trust me, your travel is useless. Just don't even waste your time, Chad. Sit your ass at home and go to bed, okay? Do not compare yourself with anyone at all. And I know this is so difficult because we live in this capitalist world that just keeps telling us that we're not good enough unless we have what our neighbor has, and so on and so forth. But I'm telling you, as cliche as that sounds, you're exactly where you need to be. especially if you believe in God. Christians, my Nigerian Christians might want to pay attention, Chad. You're exactly where you need to be. God does not make a fucking mistake. There's a reason why you were born in the country you were born in. If God wanted you to be born in Canada, you would have been born in Canada. If God wanted you to be born in America, you would have been born in America. If God wanted you to be born in Saudi Arabia, bitch, you would have been born in Saudi Arabia. You are exactly where you're meant to be. Your parents are perfect for you. Every fucking thing is perfect for you. Not a single mistake. This is because y'all don't understand karma. If people, man, sometimes I almost want to cry. If people understood karma, if people understood what karma entails, how everything comes right back to you, if not in this life, in the next, as in everything you do and say follows you infinitely to infinity. You will be careful what you do, you be careful what you say. But that's a whole nother conversation. I don't want to go into too much of a tangent. My point is that you're exactly where you need to be. Look, I was born in Nigeria. Shout out to Nigeria. I was not born with American privilege. As a minor, I migrated to the US. Now I'm a US citizen. I have two passports, and I'm not trying to brag at all. Okay, I'm just keeping it real with you. I have two passports, one Nigerian, one American. I travel with both. I am well aware of the privilege that having an American passport and also a Nigerian passport, and I'm going to talk about that in a bit. The privilege that it has brought to me, the doors it's opened to me. As a result, I travel as a person who has an American passport that you may not necessarily have. I also travel as a person who has the privilege of Nigerian passport, and there's privilege attached to it. A lot of my people don't like to think about it, but hey, there's a country that I've traveled to with my Nigerian passport that I know would probably be more hell. Not really hell, but more difficult if I had traveled to those places with my American passport. That is privilege. So therefore, I travel the world as a person who has an American and Nigerian passport privilege that you may not necessarily have. Man, I had to move from that location because somebody just started making some random ass noise. When I tell you, bro, every single time, I hope you guys can hear me. I hope you can hear me. Because, fuck it, it's so now I know y'all can't hear me. Every single time I try to speak truth to power, every single time, there's always some shit. I'm telling you, there's always some shit. There's always some shit every single time I try to speak truth to power, but I'ma still speak my truth. Because if you know, you know. If you know, you know, Chad. But that's another conversation that's coming. My point is, do not travel like Uche. Don't you ever compare yourself with me, because if you do, as cliche as that sounds, if you do, you've already failed. I have different privileges that you don't have. I have different struggles that you don't have. You have privileges that I don't have, and I'm going to touch upon that in a minute. You have struggles that I don't have. What are my struggles traveling as a Nigerian American, as funny as it sounds, is what nationality should I use today? What nationality should I use to introduce myself? It sounds funny, it sounds trivial, but trust me, this is a real fucking struggle for someone like me. You don't have that struggle. Okay, when somebody asks, where are you from? Should I say I'm Nigerian? Should I say I'm American? But I don't really feel just Nigerian. I also don't feel just American. Should I say I'm Nigerian American? But then that's way too long. Nigerian American? What the fuck is that? Should I say I'm African American? Which technically I'm African American, but then that terminology has already been taken and it just negates my Nigerian heritage. It's a real struggle that you don't have. It sounds funny, but this is a reality, one of my many realities for someone like me. You have your own reality. Hone in to your own reality. And I'm going to get into that in a minute. I had to move again because, the ants got to me, okay? Like, when I tell you, man, this work that I'm doing, you can't be a light worker and not have thick skin. Again, shout out to all my people, man. Like, I'm still growing, but I know there are people who understand exactly what I'm talking about. The if you know, you know. And I will talk about that. This challenge in doing this type of work, bro, hey, Father Lord Almighty, we thank God. Like, you wouldn't understand. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, when you see somebody doing something dope, okay? When I tell you, like, somebody's work, performance, doesn't matter if they're a celebrity or not, if whether it's Beyonce or whoever the situation is, right? When you see the end product of it, bro, trust and believe there are demons they have had to fight behind closed doors. If you fucking know, you know. And if you don't have the thick skin to overcome these demons, it will crush you. Matter of fact, not only will it crush you, death is better. it will be much better for you to be alive. I don't even know if I can say that word, Chad. Because if you know, you know. This is powers and principalities and higher places. When I tell you, bitch, whoo, girl, that's another conversation. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, I'm gonna use a Nigerian for example. Somebody who was born in Nigeria. I'm from Aba in Nigeria. Let's say you're in Aba in Nigeria. That's a whole. You don't have a U.S. passport. You don't have U.S. citizenship. You've never left Nigeria. You make okay money. Maybe not that much. You make okay money. You don't have the reality that I have. So if someone ever asks you where are you from, you don't have to think to yourself, should I say I'm Nigerian? Should I say I'm American? That's not your struggle. You have different privileges. For example, no one knows who you are. Me, for example, I've gotten all kinds of unalive threats on this app just because I'm a queer man living my life and talking my shit. Some people call me the Antichrist and all kinds of foo-foo shit. I know damn well, of course, I can go to Nigeria whenever I want to, of course. But at the same time, too, a lot of people are gradually starting to recognize who I am. There's so many places in Nigeria I'd like to tour. Like, I'm not even joking about this. Like, I am an Igbo man. Forget I'm here. I'm not Iban on us. So, I'm an Igbo man. Oyangwa, Abram Oyangwa, Dedenelulu. When the hell go Ehila? I'd make la lolo. I want to go home. Lo apo gare. I want to go home and eat real soup prepared ofoboro, prepared by African hands, prepared by Africa. I want to speak Igbo. I want to be with Nigerians. I want to travel Nigeria. I want to explore 36 states and capital in Nigeria. But I can't necessarily do that for safety reasons, and also the fact that I've been out of Nigeria for such a long time. I'm probably out of touch with the reality, and people will be able to tell that I'm not really like fully Nigerian. They can tell. You in Nigeria, you don't have that struggle. You can move. If you can afford it, travel within Nigeria. Go to Ebonyi. Go to Abakaliki. Go to Jos. Go to Kwara State. Go to Nasarawa. You don't need youth service for those things. Travel. Trust me, I know white supremacy has convinced us that everything relating to us is unattractive. You're not popping unless you've gone to New York, you've gone to London, you've gone to Dubai and all these places. That's a fucking lie. I'm telling you right now. And I know I sound like a hypocrite because I've been to some of those places. That's because my reality, my karma has projected reality that gives me the privilege to do so. So I am going to travel within my own privilege. There's someone who has other privileges than me or more than me. They can travel to different kinds of places and do all kinds of things, interact with different kinds of people that I don't have access to because I don't have that privilege, and I've made peace with that, okay? Sure, these fucking flies, but we thank God. If you see why I'm like a madman. Some people just move by. They're like, who's this crazy human being? Hey, this guy, is he okay? Maybe. Y'all know I'm black. I'm in Europe. I'm a black man. You know what I'm saying? So when I go to all these dodgy ass places to shoot videos, that attracts all kinds of attention. And I'm not even the cute black man, Chad. I look like a damn thug. You know what I'm saying? You know all these white folks, they're probably looking at me like all kinds of weird shit. When I tell you, when you got to do the Lord's work, you don't give a fuck, Chad. You got to do it because, you understand the powers that has sent you into this world. That is in me is greater than that is in the world. So fuck all these hoes. It is what it is, Chad. Well, let's get it. But anyway, my point is, you still have to make peace. You have to make peace with your reality like I've made peace with my reality. If I start comparing myself with someone who makes more money than me, somebody who has, I don't know, 4 citizenships, somebody who has access to private jets and first class, I will be unhappy. I'm grateful as fuck that I can even afford some economy to go to some places. Chad, I be on that plane packed like sardines, okay? My legs be hurting, and I'm short. I'm like 5'8". If my legs is hurting, I can only imagine what somebody who's 6'4", their legs are going through. I am grateful for what I got, okay? What I got, I don't even have that much money. Look, when I travel, dude, I hustle for tickets. I look for tickets like my life depends on it. I've gotten tickets for 50% off. Like when I tell you, Chad, and I travel cheap. I stay in hostels, couch surfing. More than likely, you are never gonna catch me in no hotels, Chad, because I don't do hotels, okay? Too expensive, too boring, none of that. I travel cheap. I've gone to places where I couch surf and I stay in people's homes for free, sometimes for a week. The entire time I was in London for damn near how long, Chad? I didn't spend a dime in the place that I was staying in. Okay, a lot of it is also my personality, the way I'm able to interact with people. Like I'm a genuine soul, and people can see that. I know some of the haters think otherwise, but we ain't checking for them hoes. Okay, my point is that I've made peace with my reality, and you will not catch me trying to compare myself with somebody else. Because once I start comparing myself with somebody else, I will become unhappy. And I'll miss the point. I'll miss the point of Uche. I'll miss the entire point of the life of Uche. I'll be unhappy. I'll reek of malarkey. I'll reek of negativity. And I'll just miss the point. The point of my journey as a human being. These fucking flies, Chad. You also have to make peace with your own reality. Like that person in Nigeria, like I described. Now, let's say you don't even have what it takes to travel within Nigeria. You can't even afford it. Maybe let's say you're an Okada man. You barely make ends meet. You still can travel within your vicinity. You don't need to leave Abba. Trust me, dude. Trust me. There's a reason why that is your karma. I'm telling you. You have to do your best. Get up from your street. Go to the next street. Be as open-minded as possible. Life is the best teacher. We have cliched the shit out of this thing, but people don't realize class is always in session. Life is the best teacher. We say life is a journey. This is a journey. You're going through journey with the best teacher. Class is always in session. Shine your eye, my dear. Shine your eye. We miss these things because the world has lied to us and told us that we are not in the right place. You're not moving. You're not boss enough unless you have traveled outside of Nigeria. And a lot of people believe the shit. And I can't really blame them, but I'm doing my best to try to reverse the shit. Look at this wind. Ooh, child. My point is, move. You have to move. You have to do something. Even if it's just, on the day you're not driving your taxi or your keke, let's say Saturday, Sunday, go for a walk to the next neighborhood. Do your thing. Even if you can't even walk, stroll, okay? Do your thing. There's a reason why you're in the place. No mistake. No mistake at all. Do it with an open mind. Do it with gratitude. And trust me, the things that will flow to you, human eyes have never seen it. And for the people who speak the language of if you know, you know, class is always in session. Mathematics of life is always around you. But are you still enough to see it? When you see it, tears will flow. Tears will flow. Because just like the Bible said, no eyes of man has ever seen God and lived. No one, not a human being, has ever seen God and lived. That's because when you see God, you die. And the tears that flow from your eyes is you mourning your own death. Because what you have tapped into is beyond beautiful. Words cannot describe it. Like I've mentioned on YouTube, it will be as though that you are walking in a neighborhood that you've never been through before, yet it feels familiar. That's because you've tapped into your own mathematics. But you will never tap into it if you keep comparing yourself with your neighbor. Do not compare yourself with me. You are not me. Only me can be me. Only you can be you. Don't compare yourself with anyone. No one black, no one white, no one rich, poor, man, woman, none of that shit. Don't get sucked into the illusion of this world. This is a journey. Life is your birthright. Every single one of us. I know some of these ridiculous systems has lied to us and told us that some people deserve more than others and some people are better than others. Don't fall for that shit. Life is your birthright. Ain't no mistake at all. Doesn't matter how you were conceived. Trust me, I could even go dark with the shit, Chad. But I know these algorithms don't like what I have to say. But the people who know what I'm about to say, if you know, you know. It doesn't matter how you were conceived. It doesn't matter how your mom and your dad came together and did the thing that they did to come to bring you. God made no fucking mistake. Lean into your karma. Lean into your journey. Lean into life. Do your best. You must travel. Move. Your soul has traveled infinitely to this thing called life. And the way to navigate this life, this journey, is already given to you. You are your own superpower. You have to be yourself. Anyone, any place, anything that tells you that you have to be anything other than yourself before you can be yourself is a fucking lie. Run and don't look back. That's why you must travel. And that's how you must travel. Travel within your means. Travel within your privilege. Travel as yourself. Do your best and you win by default. Let's go, homo. The only way to go home is to travel. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Don't get sucked in this shit. Keep moving. Move in accordance to what you got. And we'll all return home in Waken. I know I want to go home because this ain't my home, Chad. All this shit, Chad, no. I'm just here to have a good time. Like, I'm just here to observe shit, heal part of my soul. On the day my God calls me home, bitch, I grab my purse and I'm gone. Y'all can have this shit. Shout out to Earth, and I'm doing my best to, show gratitude to the Earth for housing me. I do my best to take care of my body for accommodating me. I do my best, but Chad, ain't nothing in this world worth it to get stuck in this place for, Chad. Do your best, travel, and we'll return home and waken. Uche, peace and love.